An apple that falls from the tree, wind that blows around us, spheres that stare upon us, sight that reflects the past, light that never turns around, time that can roam around, space that can bend, distance that disappears, positions that interchange, things that can be one and many at once, objects that can relate to partners at infinity, energy that drains but still stays infinite. Reality is not that realistic. Disclaimer. This video is just me flushing my mind. Take everything I say in this video with a whole load of salt. I am no professional. In any ways and everything in this video is either my observations or complete baseless theories. Take whatever will benefit you from this. Think it through, or just leave it, but never take it as it is. Thanks. Okay, on New Year's occasion, I feel doing some potential good. So this video is going to be a bit different. In this video, I am going to expose a potential worldwide scam that I noticed. Though I can't say it's much of a brilliant scam, but one that happens due to ignorance. So, in order to get to that first, we need to know the basics of how transferring information works. First, in order for two people exchange words, you need a connection. Maybe air, maybe water, maybe electromagnetic waves, and maybe even light and so on. The medium could be whatever. But if there's only one person to receive and one person at the sending side, then it's very simple and safe. But in reality, a lot of people send messages through the same medium. So, in order to differentiate that, we need something that can verify that you, the speaker, or you, the receiver, is the indented person. So before you speak, you need to say a password and then speak, so people know it's you. So basically a personal identification system, or commonly IP. But in case of IDs with almost infinite possibilities of what it could be, like a 64-bit encryption, which means that your password can be whatever can be made of 64 different characters, and only one of those combinations is your password, which makes it almost impossible to guess or, in technical terms, brute force through. But, and this is a big but, in reality, the most commonly used personal IP is not an actual IP address, but instead it's something we all know very well and have been using for a long time. Yep, it's your phone number. Now, the thing about phone numbers is that even in a country with 10 million people, it's very easy to get someone else's phone number. Now you might be thinking, no way, that's not possible. My number is my number, and there are also different subcodes. But the thing is, the maximum amount of number you can make with subcodes and all may be trillions. But the thing you don't understand is people. Whenever people go to get a new phone number, most of them, especially old and vulnerable, don't choose a random phone number. They usually choose fancy numbers. Numbers that repeat themselves or has a well-defined pattern, which will help them remember their phone number. So whenever you take a phone number that is fancy, there is a very high chance that someone else who is probably old has used it before. Now the thing is, this is not the problem. Many phone numbers are connected to IDs and there's databases and all that is true. But what's even more true is that the phone number you currently have is most likely the number used to log in at hundreds of websites that the previous users had visited, and you now have the power to access almost every single one of them using a single OTP, including their social media connected emails, their password, and through this password you can easily find their password patterns, etc. Moreover, most government sites contain your ID or proof, which you can access through OTP. And even your forgotten bank account also has the same phone number. In fact, I have tried this personally, and in one day, I have got information of 5 different people, including some passports, bank details, their whole family tree, usual password style, and even one person's daily activities for 3 whole years. Literally every place they ever visited. This is just disappointing to think about that one single fancy number has this much scammable potential. Though I have personally reached out to all of them and personally asked them to secure their exposed information, we have to accept that not everyone will. And companies don't have any other better way to verify you other than with an OTP, since it's either a privacy issue or a piracy one. And this is why I also want to suggest a little solution. How about we make a personal ID for everyone that the companies can hold? In a way that companies can't straight up know who the person is, but can use this ID instead of the phone number to send OTPs to. As in, whatever number is liked to this ID, at that time will be receiving the OTP. And whenever you give a company your phone number, they write down your half-private, half-public ID instead of the phone number. And here's a wild statement. I bet this will solve 10% of the world's elderly, approximately above 65 to 70, scams. So, anyways, that's it for this video. And as I said, this is all pure speculations and my observations, so do not take it without your own research. So thanks for listening to my queries, and see y'all in the next video.